I come from clubs and I thought, nah, this is not it. This is not it. And I thought, if you could bring the club to the wedding,
Yeah.
you've smashed it. And that's literally what I did. Let's do it.
Great to have you on the show, man.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Finally.
Finally.
Yeah. How are you?
So I know you quite well.
Yeah.
Tell us all a bit about yourself, who you are, what you do.
So I'm Bruno.
You're
I
Bruno.
am a DJ for the Boombox UK as well as the owner, and I like to play music. I like to make people dance. That's literally it. There's not much more to it.
One of the best out there, if I do say so myself.
You're kind, man. Thank you. No, we appreciate it. We're trying. The marathon is continuing. We're just applying pressure. It's not easy, but yeah, it's a pleasure.
Right, and
pleasure.
There's a lot of people out there DJing and doing what you're doing at the minute, and say we've done quite a lot of weddings together now.
Yeah.
I've never not seen the dance floor just jam packed and raving, and it's different every single night, which is fantastic.
No, but that's music to my ears. I love to hear that because all the boys, myself included, we're very passionate about it. And the hard work is honestly setting up and packing away, pressing play, making people dance. That's therapy for us, man.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear it's reflecting.
So how many people have you got working with you and going out with you?
So we've got 6 boys on the team that work with us, but we don't take 6 weddings in one night.
No.
We would have 3 or 4 max because we need to make sure we got cover DJs.
Yeah.
We can't call in sick. It's a very dangerous game we're in. It's very risky, isn't it? So because of that, 3, 4 weddings max, 3 to 4 people on call at times. Yeah, a night.
Okay.
Yeah, to make sure there's people on call. So yeah, and I just think it's a very risky business in the sense that if a DJ calls in sick last minute, bro, you can't replace something. It's a wedding. There's a whole assignment around it. Like, so instead of having all 6 people out and getting all the money in, whatever, we just like to keep it 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And we've got people on call.
That's good. It's good to hear that it's not all just the money.
No.
It's the passion. Like, we obviously see the passion in what you do, but there are a lot of people. It is just money, and they will just pack their books, and it then just takes over from the passion, and it reflects in the work.
That's as literally what I was about to say. It does reflect in the work, and it's sad because it's that one. It's a very important day for the couple, innit?
Yes.
And you like to think people only do this once, so you got to get it right.
Yeah.
So that's why I take it very serious. As much as it would be lovely to have 6 boys out of one night and smash it and whatever, do all these holidays, get the money in, it's too risky, and I want to get it perfect, so I'd rather play it safe.
Yeah. So mate, I've seen you DJ. You go nuts. You go wild from start to finish. How do you feel at the end of the wedding? Like you've got to pack down still, and you've been partying for hours.
Yeah. There's a thing I always do. So I mainly work with my guy Ricky. He's a childhood friend, and we work together. And he's like my partner whenever we're working. And we always got this thing like before we start playing, like, let's make people dance. Do you know what I mean? And we have fun with it. And on the way home, it's just like a quick spud. Like, smashed it. We're absolutely buzzing. Now it's our turn in the van. We're like listening to music that we love.
It doesn't stop.
It's a high, man.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling than feeling like you've done something good and nice for people.
Yeah.
And people come to thank and say, you made our night. This was the highlight of our night. Like, to me, that means everything. I recently got married myself.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much, bro. So I really, really understand being on the other side even more now, that I want to do everything I can to make sure they have a great time, because my DJ did that for me. Shout out to DJ Peter Powers. He did that for me and it was perfect. You know, for us. Say me. For us. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, it's a high from the beginning to the end for us, man.
Man. So you said there that obviously you know that you've done a good job when a couple comes up to you and like give you a big cuddle, shake your hand, and you've done a great job. But is there a moment that you know that you've got the crowd in the palm of your hands?
There's a lot of moments like that, to be fair, because I mean, I DJ'd a wedding recently in Secret Garden, and this guy, he was the best man, and I posted a lot about him on our Instagram, and he was just full of good vibes, and he was really there for his guy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was like, thank you so much for having me. It was good vibes, man. And he came over to me and he said, you know you smashed tonight, don't you? And even the groom said the same. And I said, no, you know, just played it humble. And he goes, no, you know you smashed it. There's a point where you get the response from the crowd, because I'm very confident with the crowd response.
Yeah.
Like, I'll cut the beat out for the sing along, because I read the room, I'm watching what everyone's doing, that sort of thing. So early in the night, there's a point, you know, yeah, I got this. I know what they're on. I've had a good Zoom call with them. I understand the music that they want. They told me all about their guests and things like that. And the first couple hours, all I'm doing is just reading everybody. Okay, they're up for it. This person, da 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 da. And I kind of know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
So I guess from the beginning, I roughly know that I've got this. There are times where you've got the struggles, man. Yeah, you do. You do. You have to work a little bit harder and accept the request. Yeah, what you want, that sort of thing to make it work. But yeah, there's a lot of them little moments, man. Early on, probably a couple hours before the end, usually I know, like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So if you get to a moment, and I'm sure every DJ does, where the buffet comes out, everyone wants a booze up and stuff like that, the dance floor gets a bit dead.
That's right.
How do you get that dance floor pumping again?
So literally, this begins from the Zoom call, and I make this very clear to all of our couples. So look, when the party starts, right? I always say you've had a very long day. Then after your first dance, this is the first time everybody actually gets to be free to do what they want.
Yeah.
The dance floor is going to be busy for about 15, 20 minutes. And then it's going to die down. Why? Like you said, food comes out, sparkler shots, group photos outside. If it's a summer wedding, man,
you got to wait till that sun's gone.
So whatever it is. So I say to the couples, don't pay attention to the dance floor for the first couple hours. We're going to keep the music banging. It's going to be loud. It's going to be maybe your 80s, bit of R&B, the chilled stuff, or maybe the poppy stuff, whatever it is. We're going to just keep the vibe going, but we're not expecting everyone on the dance floor. And a lot of people fold. DJs that are not seasoned, they fold at that time. They think, oh my God, no one's on the dance floor. I'm going to start playing Show Me Love and all the bangers. But for us, it's like, we are very composed.
You need that.
Because I know this is what happens. Yeah. Then there is a time that I'm like, okay, 9-ish. Guys, I've seen you've eaten. Everyone's had it. Now you're coming back in. That's when I start licking the big shots. Do you know what I'm saying? I start licking the certain songs. I'm not gonna give up. Yeah. But there's certain songs that yeah, these are now coming in.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a difficult choice as well, right? Because you've got to learn. You learn about the couple ahead of the wedding.
Yeah.
But you've got a very short window there to learn what the crowd want and the crowd like.
Yes.
And it's a very important skill that I don't think a lot of people have.
I like that you highlighted that it's a skill. Like I say to people, everyone can be a DJ in this world of today. Because you're an amazing garage DJ or drum and bass DJ doesn't mean that you can go and play a wedding.
Yeah.
I think DJing weddings is a specialist job.
Yes.
You've got to know and understand you're dealing with different genres. Massive spectrum of different ages.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Those requests can come from a 10-year-old, from a 60-year-old. To a 30-year-old, what straight after one after another? How do you balance? How do you keep everyone happy? How do you maintain those mixes? So it is a skill. It really, really is. And for the Zoom calls, I mean, it's not like we spend 5 hours with our couple and they tell you about every single guest.
Yeah.
They just tell us the vibe that they want, and we don't have no limitations as to how many songs you can submit. Your wedding reception is 5 hours. Submit 7 hours worth of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll deal with it. There's no limits, and add as much as you want, because that, to me, I'll understand a bit of their personality as well as their guests through the music.
Yeah.
If you give me 20 songs, that's not going to do nothing. I need as many as you can.
Yeah.
Some people don't give us music. They say, I've seen
you get 20 songs. It's all different genres. You don't know what to do.
Do you know what I mean? Some people, they're like, I was at someone's wedding that you DJ'd at. I loved what you did. Do exactly that. There's a formula we have, but it's always nice to get from the couple what they want.
So how does the pre-wedding sort of setup go for you guys? How do you meet the couples? How do they, you do your Zoom calls? How does the whole process go for you? So
they've inquired through an email, they've booked. So 6 to 10 weeks, we set up a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Sometimes even 2 weeks before your wedding. It's absolutely fine if people are busy.
Yeah.
It's more than enough for us.
There's a lot going on in those last 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And so we set up a Zoom call. And in that Zoom call, we discuss all your timings, what time we have to be there for this and now, what time is the first dance, any special requests that you want, any things that we need to know. And then if it's a venue that we work with all the time, we also liaise timing. If it's a new venue, I'll call them myself and do all of that stuff. And most importantly, we discuss the playlist. So I asked people to put together a Spotify playlist of, if your reception is 5 hours long, then 6 to 7 hours is fine, because we mix everything live anyway. Because we mix certain songs, we then compress the songs. You get more songs in the time that you've got, basically, because not every song is going to play until the end. So when you submit that playlist, that gives us a solid guide as to where you want us to direct your music. So if I see that, example I always use, if I see that you've got Luther Vandross Never Too Much in your playlist, chances are you're going to like Lionel Richie all night long. So I cover the gaps. I'll read the room, and I know where to go.
Yeah.
Right. And we also ask you to put together a list of don't plays.
Yes.
Right.
Love that, by the way.
You know, list music you don't want, artists you don't want, and you can't be putting on there no cheese without specifying what cheese is to you.
Yeah.
So write the songs down. It doesn't offend us. It doesn't stop anything from us.
Well, you're not the artist, right?
It's about what you want.
Yeah.
So I know where to go, but I know where to not go because I've got that safety net. If you're stuck at 1 hour, make sure that 1 hour reflects what genres you want me to explore.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
That makes yeah. I think that if people are watching this that are going to book you, that's solid advice that they could now go into the inquiry with as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So when they inquire with you, do they tend to tell you the vibe that they want straight away?
Some people do. Yeah, some people are. I mean, our Instagram and website and all that does a lot of the talking for us, and our kind of our pricing as well as our frequently asked questions we send to you initially does explain half of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And some people would say, actually, we're having a multicultural wedding. We're Latino. Do you mind playing this genre? Of course we can. So in that case, I would say, give me 2 playlists. One with just the Latino music and one with what I'll call commercial music for everybody. Yeah, so I know, because some songs will be songs I don't even know what they say. But if you come and say to me, oh, it's a song by so and so, it's in that folder. Do you know what I mean? So some people do ask what vibe we provide, and the answer is we play whatever vibe you want us to play, because we're multi-genre DJs. We mix anything. Just give it to us, and we don't control the music. We let you take full autonomy of it, and we cover the gaps, and we read the room, and you're paying for the skill, basically.
Feels a bit more personable that way, rather than just hiring someone to just play music. You pick the first 3 songs, job done.
No, that can't run. And it's one of the reasons why I'm in this industry, because I went to a few weddings and I saw DJs doing exactly that.
Yeah.
That this guy's playing for himself.
So let's talk about how you actually got into DJing and weddings specifically.
So DJing, it all started at the age of 14. My late uncle, my mom's younger brother, rest in peace, Blade. What he used to do, he was a DJ. And my cousin, they were like a duo. They used to play together. So this is like old school days. Remember, you used to get them stacks of radios. You get like a CD with a 5-disc changer.
Yeah.
Then you got the tape deck, whatever. I used to literally every Friday go to his house, take 2 of those little decks or stacks, whatever they were called, and his mixer. It just set up Friday night. I've got it all weekend if they're not playing, and I'll be just practicing. I'll be just playing music and listening to 50 Cent's album, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Great album.
That time, if you didn't have that, where were you? Were you even alive? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
solid movie as well, by the way.
That guy is an icon. Like,
does it all.
Literally. So yeah. Get Rich or Die Trying, back to back all the time, and then from there it just spiraled into get this type of whatever decks my uncle had, because he just evolved and evolved. I'll be borrowing them when they're not playing.
Yeah,
I'll be playing, and then I started going out with him, like even over 18 clubs when I was 15, because I was being quite a big boy, so they never really. And I'm walking in there with a DJ holding bags. Do you know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Always been. So I was always been around it. Then I just started playing myself just from their influence. And back home in Zimbabwe, my dad, he used to do what I'm doing with Boombox now, but he never DJ'd. He used to just rent out DJ kit to DJs.
Okay.
He just had the PA system and the equipment.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always been kind of around my family. And then in terms of actually wedding DJ, to be specific, because I've done a lot of club work, recorded music myself, I actually decided to go to university in 2016 to study mental health nursing. And then it's a full-time degree.
Yeah.
You've got to go to placement. You're not able to earn money because it's a full-time placement. So I needed something to allow me to earn money on the weekends, but quite a bit of money that I can still study and balance things and all of that stuff, the adulthood and grown-up life stuff, right? Boring stuff, but anyway, we did it. So from there I started Boombox. My missus at the time, my girlfriend at the time really supported me with it. Like, yeah, let's do it, whatever. Used all of our money to buy all the kit. And what inspired me to want to do weddings mainly is because I went to a wedding, and I hate to use the term Uncle Bob, but there was those type of DJs, yeah, that it's either a playlist or a CD is played right till the end. There's a pint of lager on the corner there. They go into it, and I said, I'll come from clubs, and I thought, nah, this is not it. This is not it. And I thought, if you could bring the club to the wedding, you've smashed it. And that's literally what I did. And I love the environment, because weddings are are full of love. And from my perspective, it's a safe environment.
Yeah.
Where coming from clubs, you finish in a 4 a.m. late night.
Maybe a bit of a tumultuous night.
There's trouble, man. There's trouble outside. Do you know what I mean? Here, it's just full of love and it's something positive and you're part of like a lifetime memory for people. And I would like to make these people like experience what I can do. Do you know what I mean? That was my inspiration for it all. And literally got a chance to do that for actually the first wedding I played for was actually a local friend's. And it wasn't a pleasure. They gave me a chance to do it and I loved it and just run with it from there, mate. Literally.
Mate, that's fantastic.
And I looking back.
It's a great way to get like into it as well because you've already got the legwork that's done.
Yeah.
And then it's just, like you say, bringing that club vibe to a wedding. It's like bands, when you see bands like playing a little pub, but they brought a live concert. Yeah. There's just a different electricity to it.
And that's what people want. For me, if you are playing music, I'm a performer naturally. I used to record music and actually be a live recording artist performing, around the country and things like that. And to me, when I'm DJing, it's an experience. I'm performing, I'm working.
Yeah.
You'll never see me standing still.
No.
Even when they're doing the first dance, I'm itching, bro. Like when it's slow stuff, I'm like, I want to get into this. Do you know what I mean? I'm performing because every second you're there, people are looking at you and it's the energy that you also give that people vibe with you.
Well, we're entertainers.
I mean? Yeah.
And I spoke about this on the podcast with Matty Evans, the first show.
Sure. Yeah.
And I said, like, I'm not a trained entertainer. Matty's done entertaining.
Right.
And that's his job at a wedding. But you don't realise just how many vendors like us, photographers, all these other people that are involved that need to be entertainers. And it's a really hard skill to sort of grab onto, as well as doing a stellar job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the whole, I've got to be professional with it. I've got to be, but like you're saying, you're there to entertain, you're there to provide a service, but you got to have the whole package.
Yeah.
I
think the best thing to do is, like we spoke about before, that it's making it feel not corporate.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? We're obviously making money. We're businesses, but we're small businesses.
Yeah.
But it can't always be corporate.
No.
Especially for a day like a wedding. Do you know what I mean? Where it's got to be fun and loose.
Bro. 100%.
Yeah. So it's a hard sort of, there's so much that goes into it and it's hard to sort of maintain all of that. So mate, fair play to you. Well done.
No, thank you, bro. Yeah, like I said, honestly speaking, it's a pleasure. I don't find it hard work.
Yeah.
I really don't. Yes.
If you enjoy it, right?
Yeah. But physically, after 3, 4, 5 weddings in a row, you do feel it because you know, it's a late night. You're picking up kit. You're up and down. You do feel it. But the buzz, man. The moment you press play, for me, it's that sound check. I know we're gonna have a good time. Even if it's a crowd that's like, we've done weddings before where they're very chilled people. They're not dancers, and they've made this very clear. We just want to chill, sit, let the music play on. Do you know what I mean? Even with that, I'm in my zone. Yeah. Like, to me, regardless.
You can't sort of lower your own expectations just because there's quite a crowd.
That's right. I can't do it anyway.
They hire you for a reason, right?
That's right. Yeah.
You can't. It's still ants in the pants vibe, right?
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah. I think it's the same with like myself because I mean we've worked together. You know how I am.
You are like this.
Yeah, and I've worked with couples before that. I think they see that and they like that when we meet at a fair or something, and then when it comes to the wedding day, they're a bit like, oh, this guy is a bit crazy. But you can't. They end up breaking at some point anyway. But you can't change who you are just because
No, you can't. And this is why I think platforms like this, you're playing a very, very essential role into like letting people see the other side of what we do. And this is what I said with the podcast I do, that when people book us sometimes, right, it's emails, innit? Yeah. Okay, they pay their money, they pay their deposits 6 weeks before their wedding, we do a Zoom call, whatever. But it'd be good for people to see this because this is who we are.
Yeah, and it learns about us as well, which is nice because the whole wedding day is about them.
That's right.
Maybe a little bit of the lead up is about us, and what we do, but it is about what we do, and it's not about the background of what we do and stuff like that, and
that's right.
How we do, which I think this is like what we're doing is awesome.
100%, man. And fair play to you, bro. And this is why I wanted to come on here because you're onto something positive and good.
We are. onto
Well,
some
yeah,
positive.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the way. Yeah, we.
You have a podcast as
Yeah,
well.
I hear that. I hear that. But this is about you today. This is your podcast. So I'm here to bless you, man.
So with everything that you do in your business as well, I've worked with a lot of the guys that you have running with you as
Yeah.
well. How do you make sure that they're on the same wavelength as you? I know your brother's one of your DJs as well,
Yeah.
so it's quite an easy platform for him to sort of
Yeah.
jump onto. I don't know how you know the other guys and.
So, luckily, or I like to use the word blessed. Like, I feel I'm blessed in a way that a lot of the boys around me, we met doing music or we grew up together. Like one of my guys, Jackson, we met at college doing music technology at college. Kudzi is one of my brother's best friends. They grew up together. So I've known Kudzi since 10, 11.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we're all kind of on the same page. Then Mike and Ricky's a childhood friend. Mike, obviously, we met through music again. So my brother has got his own event called Scenes, which he does every 2 weeks in a club called Cameo in Ashford, and he's looking to branch out and whatnot. So we all rotate. We all play at Scenes to keep everybody club active.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? All the Zoom calls I do, I then have meetings with the boys to give them all their assignments and everything like that. When we all DJ together as well when we can. It's a real occasion, but whenever it's like, I don't know, if I don't have a booking tonight and Fenny's DJing, I might go back to back with him. I might go back to back with Kuds.
I'd love to be at one of those weddings.
Oh, mate, it's a rare one, really. Yeah, we could have done it at my wedding because they were all there.
Yeah.
I'm not playing it at my wedding. But yeah, the clubs keep us busy, and I'm onto them anyway because I've got an expectation.
Yeah.
With the business, there's like a certain formula. The way we play, everyone has to mix live. You know, we got to bring the club to the wedding. Are we all up to date with the music? And obviously, the music is what the couple gives us anyway. But what we share mixes.
Yeah.
If something really went down last night, we're in a group. The first thing in the morning, guys, this one goes off. And
it's a recipe, right?
Yeah. It's just between us. We have.
Yeah.
And we've got a great friendship between all. We all go away together. We all do a big league where everyone comes around my house, or we go to one of my best mates, Love Day's house, we all get together, drink Hennessy, we just chat, we eat food, and we just chill, that sort of vibe. So yeah, it just, the momentum is always there, and the energy is always it's always there. And obviously I also get the reviews tell me everything I need to know, as well as the venues they play, because obviously they email us, thank you guys, and if something is not quite where we need it to be, we work on it.
Yeah,
nothing's ever perfect.
It's great.
It's a work in progress.
It's great to hear that, because it's not then just your friends and your brothers working for you. It's a friendship, and you're all working together.
Oh, definitely, it is. If like I say, we've got DJs on call. So if Kudzy's got a booking tonight, I'll be the DJ on call, me and Fenny. And if Kudz said, bro, I'm tired, it's been a long week, we don't want that slack, I'll go pick up the work. Likewise, we all have children, we've got families, life happens, but the couple is not going out with our DJ. The assignments are understood clearly. And when I do get the assignments, I forward them to all the DJs on call, so everyone knows that actually if I need to step in, everyone's understood what they're going to do.
Do you think the people that are around you is what makes you so successful?
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because we all root for each other, man. If you I mean, you've been to my place, you've seen the energy, but there's friends that are out of the business, my closest friends, the team and all that. If I post anything or anything that they share, I do the same for them. We all very much empower each other.
Yeah.
If you're doing something positive, let the world hear it. Let us do something good so our kids can have something to follow up to. We've got to make it count.
Yeah.
We're all very like that, you know, and the moment people are negative, we can't be around negative people.
No.
Life is short for all of that, and we want to do positive things. So yeah, 100% it's all around, and I think it's also the energy you ventilate to people. Like we met because it was good energy. When we met Chloe and Jason's wedding, and I went to school with Chloe. Lovely people, shout out Chloe and Jason. And you came and said hello. It was hugs and so and so. Oh, I'm doing this so and so, and then from there, here we are.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's the energy, though, bro.
From that first night, like I don't tend to go up and say goodbye to DJs, especially if like I haven't said hello.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit weird, but like it just gave off that energy that we've known each other for ages.
And this is what I'm saying. That energy there is key. We're all there to do a job, but kindness is that one language that the blind can see and the deaf can hear. And that's exactly what we did. And from there, it spiraled into something. Now we're giving energy back to other people. So I think that goes a long way as well for us. And that's also what's making us successful. The personality, likable people, I guess.
Well, I said we had a couple on the podcast the other day, and it's released today.
Sure.
And they had an absolute horror story behind the scenes with their catering company, and they were the loveliest couple. But they chose suppliers so well. Like they had myself, they had an awesome photographer, a great DJ, a toastmaster, and we all banded together to make sure that they didn't know what was going on that day. So I think getting along with your suppliers just ensures that the couple are going to have the best day ever.
Absolutely.
Because if we had like the DJ was the chink in the chain from that circle, it could have derailed everything.
100%. And part of that, you've got to go and say hello to each other, right? If you haven't been introduced by email, let's be honest, we're all busy for that sometimes. But on the day, we make points, like to say hello to videographers, just to let you know if you want these lights off.
Yeah.
Because I know there's certain lights you guys don't like, Yeah, we turn them off, whatever it is, to make sure you get that moment right.
Yeah.
But it's understanding that.
It's a collaboration, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the goal is to make sure the couple have the best, and if you can't work together, then...
Because if we jump on the dance floor and we get 30 seconds of first dance footage and the couple haven't okayed that and it's the DJ's fault, we're just going to be like, what the hell, man?
That's right.
Like, we need that little bit of a brief, if anything.
Exactly. And it starts with that simple, hello, so-and-so. What can I do to make sure you get your... you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it is the energy, bro. It's the energy.
Yeah.
You ventilate.
So on that, is there any photographer or videographer pet peeves that you have when it comes to first dance and party? And
I think we learned very quickly, because when we started, we used to have, like the mushroom lights and the lasers and da-da-da-da. And a few photographers were kind to come and tell us, like, look, do you mind turning this off? And I want to know why.
Yeah.
So then I know, is it something we've got to change? Is it... the way it was explained to me, I understood that very quickly, that it makes sense. When you've got like a laser of a square on the bride's face, and you're trying to get that photo of the kiss on your first dance, that's going to ruin the photo. So we changed all our lighting altogether because I was listening. So let's get it right? Because at first it came across annoying.
Right.
That, oh, can you turn this off? Then I made a point to ask, like, obviously very kindly, like, can I, out of interest, why is... then they explained, said, nah, this makes sense. Changed it all. So I don't get any of that from photographers.
Yeah.
I'm the one telling photographers to come round to the DJ booth. I've got like a little stool thing. If you want to stand on it, you get that shot.
Yeah.
Do your thing, man. You got to get this right, because I can play the song again, but you can't get this moment again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So come and do what you got to do. And on our Zoom call, we also ask the couple, how long is your videographer or photographer staying? How long after the first dance? I ask that question because I want to make sure that if they're only there for 15 minutes, I'm going to play some bangers very quickly to get the party jumping, so you get the party shots too. That's the reason I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm not asking because I want photos from them. It's about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because these are all things that I've picked up from observing from people's weddings, literally. So then it makes my job easier. I know.
Yeah. See, we're working with you guys. We know that the party's going to be great after that first dance.
Thank you.
One of my top tips to couples this year has been choose the first 2 or 3 songs after your first dance.
Sure.
Because what we don't want is that first dance is slow. We then don't want another slow song or
absolutely
an old disco song or whatever. And we just need something epic that everyone, maybe like an old school R&B that everyone's going to want. Like no one's heard for like 10 years. They'll stay on the dance floor at least for that song, so I can get what I need.
That's right.
What would your personal go-to song be after your first dance?
Oh, okay. So do you know what? If it was a case of, right, you wanna get a banger in. Joey wants to get a quick banger in before he goes, get it jumping. I would probably go for, if we were talking more hip hop, I'll probably say Fat Man Scoop Faithful.
Yeah.
Big strap, big tune. You cannot go wrong with that. Then Freed from Desire, right?
Yeah.
And that song will come back later on in the night, but just to get the footage, you cannot go wrong with songs like Luther Vandross, Never Too Much, because they're lovely sing-alongs that everyone can relate to. And again, it'll always be a song that's within the playlist of the couple.
Yeah.
The moment I get the playlist, I know this is a open up, this is a later, this is a one more song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know this, but definitely I would say out of those 3, you cannot go wrong. Faithful, Fat Man Scoop, Freed from Desire, or Luther Vandross. And these are different genres that everyone will know these 3 songs anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You cannot go wrong with them.
So if a couple came to you and said, this is our first dance song, we want these 3 songs after.
Yeah.
Is that, you're good with that?
Absolutely fine. Because remember, it's their wedding. And
Yeah.
there's a reason. We get this a lot where people say, this is a family song we all love. For some reason, Shut Up and Dance With Me is a...
Which is crazy, because that's it's a relatively new song.
They say it's our family song. Whenever we're on holidays, cool. And we all, like, when we say wedding songs,
it's my most requested songs in wedding videos as well.
Honestly, I won't be surprised, mate. There's something about this as an opening song for people.
Yeah.
So because your wedding is bespoke, tell us as many instructions as you want. We're going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to, unless if they say to me, do you think they would work? Then I'll give my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Right? But to be honest with you, if it's something the bride and groom want and we announce it right, it's going to go down anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Same with the last song. Every last song, no matter what you're doing, you don't be the rude person who sits down on the last song.
Everyone
Stand
needs
up
to
and
be up,
vibe
right?
with everyone, man. It's the last song, and whatever they
Go out with a
close,
bang.
slow or fast, whatever, is what they want as the last song. Stand up and get involved. Do you know what I mean? So it always works, whatever they want, and we're happy to do that.
Get a little bit aggressive on the mic to get everyone up.
Sometimes we might have to gently remind people. We usually announce that on the last couple songs. Guys, last few songs, couple would like you to go. There are some people that are shy. You know, we've seen all night that you're tapping away, you're loving it, but you know that person who wants to stand up is fine.
I'm that person.
So,
until the tequila's not gone down.
Me, I'm a Henny guy, man. Like, I'm actually quite shy. Like, dancing sober, ooh, I don't know about all that. But yeah, once the Henny kicks in, we're good. You know?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no. We sometimes we make an effort to make sure that, you know, that's running. But I like it. The more they give us, the better.
Brilliant. So with DJing, obviously you're at a lot of venues.
Yeah.
Is there any issues that you've sort of stumbled across while you've been doing your job?
Yeah, couple of things actually. Sound limiters being one of the biggest and most annoying thing.
It's a party killer.
It is, but the honest truth is, okay, and it's something to give couples reassurance. It is kind of something that needs to be done for various reasons.
Yeah.
So a lot of venues, maybe they've got neighbors and, you know, and all of that, so they've got to have certain sound restrictions. It's never a downer in that sense, okay? The amount of decibels required are usually loud enough. So don't let it be something that puts you off a venue. If you really love a venue, go with it. We will have to abide by that because that is the law of where we are working today. This is what the venue want. We finish at midnight, so you got to respect that.
Yeah.
Can you please keep the decibels at 95? We've got to respect that. Do you know what I mean? As DJs, it's not something we look at and think, oh, this is going to be a crap party or whatever. No. The music will be loud enough, and we're happy to abide by those, right? What's important is for venues to tell us they're
ahead
there.
of time.
Most venues are very good at that, and let us know, is it a traffic light system? Is it green or orange? Staying orange for a little bit, but if you're going red, it cuts off. We need to know that, because if you're not aware of how it works or where the limiters are and you cannot see them, right? If I go right up and it cuts everything off, it actually causes a lot of damage on my equipment, because it just turns everything off. It cuts all the electric off. So the problem with that is the speakers, it cuts off, then they reset it. The speakers, because they're already on anyway, they're going to come back on straight away. But our decks is basically got a computer system in it. They need to load. So everyone will go, oh, and there's silence. Yeah, so that's why I say the venues should just, okay, we sign agreements anyway, saying we're happy to do that, but just make sure that it's somewhere the DJ can see, and just let us know how the system works, because they're all very different. Okay.
So is there any venues that have not told you and that's happened?
We've come across that. Yes, we have come across that a couple of times, and this is where the learning came from.
Yeah.
Right? So now, the moment we see the agreements, we do check ourselves when we get to the venue, and even if there isn't been a heads up to say we've got a sound limiter here, I ask. All the DJs make sure we ask to make sure that we know, because it's one of those things, and this is to the couples, they've got to have them for a reason. Yeah. And we will follow what they want us to do. They'll do the job, so don't let it be something that's gonna put you off. Okay. Another thing that my beef with some venues is Wi-Fi.
Right.
Okay. Now Wi-Fi, some venues won't let you have Wi-Fi because it might slow their tills down and things like that. So we ask the couple to send us their playlist in advance. Okay. So we download everything that they give us. So it's all on USB. I don't need Wi-Fi. But if there's that one request of that one song that you don't have on your hard drive, and it could be something Nana wants. It's an
Oh,
old song.
you got to give Nana
Do
what
you
she
know what I'm
wants.
saying? Or the little one, yeah? It's just nice to be able to access it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would say. Just to have a Wi-Fi access. We're not relying on it for the night. Believe me, everything we need, we don't need nothing. We don't
Yeah.
need nothing from there. But if there is that odd request, it does become a problem.
So how do you do if you get like, so there's a lot of venues now that are in the middle of the woods.
Yes.
How do you deal with Wi-Fi in that situation?
Hotspot, mate. So I literally take two phones with me. I've got one on EE and one on O2. If the O2 is dead, I'm hoping EE is working.
Yeah.
For that situation, for that special request,
Okay.
if I need it. Do you know what I mean? So that is literally the answer to it for venues that don't have Wi-Fi or the signal is so bad or the Wi-Fi is being overused by guests that it's not good for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's something that there should be Wi-Fi.
Man, it's something that you don't like. As a videographer, we never even thought because we
yeah.
don't need Wi-Fi for what we're doing, I guess. So have you ever run into a wedding, an issue like that at a wedding where you're not able to get onto any Wi-Fi?
So I did a wedding the other day, obviously for the Joshuas. It's something that you wanted to touch on anyway. So the wedding was fantastic, honestly. Great energy. The staff they're just so welcoming, and we've never been to this venue before.
Yeah.
And everything was perfect. But they did say they don't have Wi-Fi. I didn't ask what the reason is, but to me it was just like I just assumed it could be a till thing or whatever it is. And my hotspot was O2 and EE, bro.
Dead.
Gone. I was Ricky. Ricky's on O2 as well. Nothing. And then, obviously, we're having a good time. The party's popping off. And then, of course, Anthony Joshua was there. Then he's come over to request for a song. And he's just like an old school, like Nigerian artist, proper cultural stuff. And I love things like that. And
Yeah.
I love multicultural weddings. And I want to hear those things. I want to learn about it too. And I had no Wi-Fi. So I'm like, yo, I would love to play it. And this is AJ talking, bro. Like, I want to play this song.
You want to give the man what he wants.
Yeah. And then he was like, jump on my hotspot.
Wow.
I've got Wi-Fi. You got no excuse. I was like, my guy.
You would expect a man like AJ to have the cream of the crop Wi-Fi signal.
He's a normal human being, bro.
Yeah.
He's humble and a normal.
So who was he? Vodafone or?
I don't know what network he's on, but he was hotspotting and we played the music. But it's an example like that we've come across situations like that a lot. Do you know what I mean? And some people don't, man. Yeah, I've got hotspot, whatever. But it would just be nice to be able to just jump on the Wi-Fi, and it's
for
only
2 minutes.
For that reason.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's not. I don't want the venues to be sweating about these things. Do you know what I mean? But it's like I've got the playlist the couple have given me, but there could be at that spur of the moment. He just wanted that's one song for the family. It's for my wedding. It was the same. There's certain cultural songs that I forgot to put in the playlist, and I was like to Petey, "Yo, can you jump on this?" And obviously the venue had Wi-Fi, so he could quickly jump on it. It's little things, but we do obviously bring the couple phones, different networks. But if the signal's bad for the phones, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, it's good to know that you exhaust every avenue that you
Absolutely.
can.
Yeah.
And I mean, there may even be like if that song is absolutely, I desperately need that song, especially if it's bride and groom.
Yeah.
There's opportunities to speak to some of the guests, see if they got Wi-Fi, jump on their hotspots.
100%. And you want something where at least I can jump on a Spotify, because YouTube can be a bit techie sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I can download it, put it on my decks, even better, because I can actually mix it. Do you know what I mean? But we do whatever we can to try and make it happen. And this is why we ask for our couples to submit their playlist at least a week before their wedding. So we download everything you've sent us. Literally, it's all on USB, because we don't rely on the internet. And it's only on that one-off occasion.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure you have everything you want. Someone might want to sing a karaoke. There's always one sometimes. Sorry, but I don't have the karaoke version.
Yeah.
I've got the song you want. I've got, what's the one they love singing a lot? Tennessee Whiskey.
Good song.
I just don't have the karaoke.
Yeah.
But yo, if I'm on Wi-Fi, bang, boom, there's the microphone. They love it. Do you know what I mean? That's all.
It's just another way to sort of keep that vibe going, right? Because I mean, not all aunties have great voices.
That's right.
But sometimes, I've done a few weddings now where a guest has got up on with a band or with the singer during the day and killed it. They've absolutely nailed it. And it just adds something a little bit
it's special
to the day.
And there's some people that once they've had a good drink, yeah, I'll do it then. Oh, fine, I'll do it then. Do you know what I mean? We are so up for that. We've had brides jump on the mic and start rapping. Like, I live for those things. I live for those confident guys that want to come behind the booth and like show me how to mix quickly. The groom or the bride. We've had the girls behind there DJing whilst we're having a little wee break because do you know what I mean? We love all of that. So
it's creating a memory as well, right?
absolutely.
Like, because that's what we aim to do as well.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of moments that can get lost, especially in like the coupley shoots and stuff like that. But if you can make that a core memory of their wedding day, like if a bride can get up and do a little mix in or a little rap or whatever, they're gonna remember that.
100%, bro. And there isn't. All I ask is just don't bring your gin glass round to the booth. That's all.
It's an expensive mistake.
Oh man, it looks off the party if someone, you know.
Yeah.
So anything can go. And honestly, I mean it when I say that. And those that have given us the opportunity to be part of their weddings, they'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like there's no restrictions. Come, let's do it. Come round, get on the mic, do it. As long as your bride and groom are happy, let's do it.
That's got to be the main factor to it, right? Absolutely. That the bride and groom are okay with that.
Yeah, even with requests, we ask that, do you want requests on your wedding? Yes, or actually keep them to a minimal. And my advice is always don't announce requests because everyone's a DJ when they're drunk. And sometimes they can really throw it.
Yeah.
So we'll always take the request very happily. We write it down. If it's a banger that can work, cool. If it's on their list of don't plays, then obviously we explain, sorry, we can't play. So it's always an easy way around it. Do you know what I mean? But these are all okays or no's that come from the bride and groom because they're the ones we're working for.
You got to keep the flow going as well, right? 100%. With the party. Like if you've got a couple that are into like old school R&B, hip hop, and then someone comes with like a heavy metal soundtrack, you can't, can you?
And that's when you get the turning around like, yo, this was not on my playlist. Do you know what I mean? And
Bruno's up there now, headbanging.
Now we get it. You've pleased this person, but you know what I mean? So now these things are all very well controlled, and this is why we do all these Zoom calls. And if there's something that was really political where there was no ABBA, and Auntie came and asked for ABBA, and she was consistent, I'm gonna go get the bride myself, say, yo, deal with you. If you say yes, I'm good, the song is there, do you know what I mean? But yeah, nah, it's all good vibes. But yeah, internet venues, get internet for the DJs, thank you.
Yep, even just a separate little box. It don't cost much.
That's it, get it.
So apart from the AJ wedding, which, crazy.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the AJ wedding.
No, sorry.
Yeah. It was
AJ's
Jacob and
younger
Samantha's
brother,
wedding.
Jacob and Samantha, yeah.
It was about them, and even for him, the man himself, he was there for his little brother, and it was clear. He was there literally as a brother. So yeah, that was fantastic, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. I never knew, by the way, that he was going to be there. I didn't even know. I didn't know. Me, it was just another day in the office and playing for another lovely couple, and we traveled for them. They were fantastic people, real genuine people. So it was a pleasure, and that was a nice little.
And it's nice to know that they didn't sort of let on.
No, not at all. Cool. It was a surprise for me, I promise you. It was a surprise for me. Yeah, and
what a core memory for you, though, right?
Doesn't need to. Great memory, and I'm grateful, but they don't need to tell me that. They booked me for their wedding, and that's what we went there to do. Nice. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we did.
That's good to hear.
It was a pleasure. He requested the song, so we got a lovely photo. And like I said, he's a good guy, man. Pleasure.
So
they're a blessed family.
Apart from that wedding, is there a wedding that you've DJ'd that is your most memorable?
Man, to tell you God's honest truth, a lot of weddings we've done have had that special, like, there was something about it.
Spark.
It might have been the nan who came in absolutely written off dancing. Yeah. It could have been.
That would be my nan.
No, there was one wedding. I can't remember whose wedding it was, but the nan was up for it. There's a video of her on our Instagram, and absolutely, she's brilliant. But yeah, little things like that we remember. But the one highlight for me was a wedding for Ricky and Tishan. This was at Oak Tree Barn. Why it was a highlight? One, beautiful people, just multicultural wedding.
Yeah. Right.
Lovely people. I didn't know them. Just again, recommended DJ, booking came through, we had a Zoom call, just lovely people. And on the day, it's the dancing. Everyone was dressed fantastic anyway. So that was just, for me, it was just a vibe. There were people, they just looked amazing.
Yeah.
Then when they did their first dance, bro, it was all really nice. Ricky and Tishana, all like lovey-dovey. Then it turns into this mad performance. I swear to God, it's on our Instagram.
Like choreographed first dance.
It really was. But they smashed it, and I did not see it coming. I was just told to play this, mix that. Bro, I'm telling you, they went in.
So you had no idea?
No, I didn't know they were going to do that dance. But the songs didn't even give me a clue they were going to do a first dance like that. literally just started with them two, bro. And I'm telling you, people got involved, and it was like a West End thing. It's on my Instagram, I promise you.
I'll
It
have
was
to
like a
I'll have
West
to have
End
a
thing.
look at that, and
And me
I'll
and
share
my,
it to the story.
honestly, one of my best friends, Fig, he was there with me doing the booking. He was like, bro, what is this? I went mad, bro. I went crazy. And he said, this is what we want to see.
Yeah.
People that do things that people don't expect. It was just really, really lovely. Really lovely.
Do you find yourself, like, if you've got a really responsive crowd,
Yeah.
do you find your energy level comes
Oh
up?
my God, big time. I lose my
Feed off of that.
bro, I've got a towel with sweat, I've got a bottle of water, I'm jumping. Sometimes I always take sliders with me. If you ever catch me walking into a venue,
Shoes.
yeah, with my bag, on the side pocket of my DJ bag, I've got sliders with me. If it gets to that point, I'm taking my shoes off. I slide. Honestly, mate, I'm like I said, it's a performing thing. I'm feeling it, man. And if they're full of it, I'm gonna give it back as well. That's just I just love that. And I'm always with Ricky, and he loves it. Me and my like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Ricky's a vibe as well.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, he loves it. He loves it, man. He loves the music. And yeah, no, Ricky and Tishan, their wedding was really special, and the love was real, and it was just there was just something about it. And
Yeah.
for me, it was just the dancing is what really stood out. And everyone, there's some people that go to weddings, right? Yes, people are shy, okay? But there are some people where you know that these people are here for the couple.
Yeah.
They are dancing, they're enjoying themselves, they're doing everything they can to make this a banging wedding for the couple.
Yeah.
I think all of their guests were there for them.
Yeah. And I'll be totally honest, it's not like it's not rare that happens, but it is quite few and far between that every guest there or most of the guests there are there to make sure that couple have the best day.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's a day off of work, it's a free meal, it's a free bar, it's a party.
Yeah, it's a shame if
But
you look at it
a
like
lot
that.
of people do forget what the actual thing is.
That's right. But listen, we do a lot of weddings, and we get that vibe from many people. But like I said, I think these people were from London. I don't know. There were some of them might even have been like involved in this type of acting and performing stuff. Honestly, when you see the video, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like they were made for it, mate. They were dancing. They kept me. I was sweating, bro, behind that DJ.
Sliders on.
Keeping up with them. Like, do you know what I mean? And their guests really turned up for them.
Oh, that's awesome,
100%.
mate. You love to hear it.
Yeah.
So when a couple were booking a DJ, what should they be looking out for when they book a DJ, whether it's yourself or someone else?
I would say somebody who you can easily talk to, someone who's very approachable.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna get somebody moody behind the DJ booth, bro, their energy is gonna reflect to everyone else. Okay, so you want somebody who's upbeat. You want somebody who actually knows how to mix music. So it's not just play, stop, play another song. Let's get them transitions in. Let's get someone who's creative, who you can't predict what's coming next, but when you hear it, you're like, oh my God. Somebody who can give you that nostalgia feeling. That's like, oh my God, we listened to this when we used to go clubbing. Like, we're from Ashford, and our biggest club at the time was Liquid growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
We get a lot of people.
We had a Liquid in Maidstone.
They were around, and I remember Chloe and Jason's wedding. They were like, man, I want some of the old school stuff that I used to listen to in Liquid. From the moment she said that, I already knew what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because they want everyone. People all love the same music. We all want that nostalgia feeling, and we don't want to listen to something we don't know.
Yeah,
when you hear something you don't know
the words, right?
What was that? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to have somebody who's got good charisma, who's approachable, really knows their music, and is going to listen to what you want. And they're not going to give you any limitations. I've done a booking before where they've said they want Ibiza house all night. Okay? That's what they wanted, and that's what we did. And I just let them know, look, if other people don't like it, don't worry about it. They're all our people. We know what they want, and we did that. But I could mix that music. Do you know what I mean? It's what they want.
Yeah.
So make sure you've got a DJ who allows you to submit the music that you want and listens to what it is that you want. It's not about them. Do you know what I mean? But they've got to be able to read the room.
Yes.
Okay? Because it's not your job to give the DJ and say, oh, can you play this at this time? Some couples are specific, that they'll literally tell you, for the first hour, only play this, play that. That's fine. You're paying for a service. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But it's better to have somebody who can read the room, because a party is spontaneous. You
Yeah.
can't ever control how it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? These are the main things I would say. They've got to be able to mix, right?
Yes.
Transition one song to another, nice and clean, and keep the momentum going. They've got to be handy on the mic for any announcements needed. They don't want to sound awkward on the microphone. You want somebody who, they don't have to be a hype man. Okay, it's not always needed at a wedding, but they need to be able to handle themselves in the microphone with a bit of confidence. You know what I mean? And I was just said, these are just the basic things, man. But it's mainly about the style you want, because some people out there, they love drum and bass, they love garage. But remember, weddings is all genres you're gonna cover, so you want a multi-genre DJ too.
Yeah. So would you say, are there any red flags that could potentially pop up when people are booking a DJ?
I think when you hear DJs talking about only send us 10 songs or 20 songs and we do the rest, if that was my wedding, you'll be in trouble that day.
Yeah.
If you were the DJ at my wedding and you're telling me there's 20 songs, I'm gonna give you 20 songs. What are you gonna play? What's the rest? When my dad comes over and says, "Yo, can you play an artist from Zim called Oliver Mtukudzi, for example?" You don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But if you let me send you what I need, it makes your job easier.
So much easier.
So it's those little limits that you get. Oh, I don't take no request at all. No, if the couple wants you to take requests, have a system. It's a laptop, guys.
Yeah.
It's a laptop with an aux. Just add it to the extra channel and play what the couple want. Like little things like that. You just want somebody that, okay, these are my people. These are my vibe. I can vibe with this. I can talk to these guys. On the night, if there's something I forgot, I know I can speak to Joe and Joe will sort it. Yeah? There's the moment you start to hear these little, no, man, I don't do any of that. No.
It's a great bit of advice. I think anyone that's looking for DJs, that will help massively when 100%. They see this. So I had a question written down, which would be, what would your go-to song be to get the dance floor energized? But I think we've sort of covered that.
Yeah, and it all depends. And with that question as well, it's something on their playlist.
Yeah.
There usually is something on their playlist. 100% there'll always be. But if you've given us the autonomy to say, guys, read the room and cover the gaps, it all depends on the genres. There's a number of them, mate. You know?
So I'm going to go away from that question anyway, because we kind of covered it.
Cool.
You hit me with a question that I found really, really difficult when I come on your podcast.
Oh, don't do this to me, bro.
What would be your end of the night track? Everyone's about to go home. You want everyone on the dance floor. What would be your track?
Again, it all depends on the night, like, and whose wedding and what type of vibe they wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Your song.
Oh, my own personal one.
And you got married now, so what was your floor filler end of the night song?
So my last end of the night song was actually Last by Burna Boy.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was because I wanted everyone in the room, that was a song that everyone could vibe to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was down to me, like to say this is just for me for the last song, it probably has to be a song called Bank Notification by DJ Maporisa.
Okay.
So it's a South African, very big amapiano sound. I go crazy over it. And probably Gigs and Dubs, Pain is the Essence.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, I've never heard of both of those songs, so you'll have to send me a link. I'd be quite intrigued to listen to those.
It's one of those things that, everyone has their favorite songs.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be commercial, but there's certain songs that when you hear them, they just do something to you. For me, if it's not Gigs talking their hardest or Pain is the Essence, it's got to be Bank Notification. It's usually because all my boys, all my friends, they love it. We'll dance together. I don't even need my missus to be there at that point. This is just the man.
I hope she was there on the last song.
Last we danced together. But it was close to go the other way, because it was very close. And the DJ said, Bruno, yo, bro, it's everyone's here. My bad. Obviously, the Hennessy was talking at that time as well. But yeah, no, any of those songs for me. Last, Bank Notification, Gigs talking the hardest, or Pain is the Essence, Gigs and Dubs.
I think a lot of people would be intrigued to know what your last song would be.
Don't judge me.
So, what would if you could give your top 3 wedding tips, tricks to a couple to make their day run seamlessly, what would that be? Pre-wed, wedding day, whatever you want to give to the people.
I would say this is based on experience as someone who got married and planned their wedding, helped plan their wedding too, as well as obviously a supplier. I would say don't take your foot off the gas in terms of planning.
Yeah.
Just keep the little things. It's the little things. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't take your foot off the gas with that, but make sure you give yourself a particular like deadline to say, look, a month before the wedding, we want to have everything done, and now we just want to look forward to the day.
Relax.
Do you know what I mean? So plan, plan, plan. Do not be shy to email suppliers, to email your venues, to confirm things and ask for help and all of those type of things, right? Then on the day, leave the suppliers to do their thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you've paid for a service. If you've planned well, spoke your Zoom calls, you've confirmed and assignments understood clearly, you don't need to micromanage or do anything on the day. Leave them to it and enjoy your day, because these people are professionals. They're there to deliver a service. If there was any burning questions they have, believe me, they would ask you in a way that they won't leave any worries with you. If there was anything other than that, it's under control. Enjoy your day, because it goes extremely quickly. Believe me, you wake up, especially for the girls, 7 a.m. they're doing their makeup. Before you know it, it's last orders and it's last song. I've experienced this.
I mean, if the day goes quick for us,
honestly, I literally would say, don't take your foot off the gas. Let the suppliers do their thing, and just enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Enjoy it and take it in. You get to be with your loved ones for a whole day with them. Some people for my wedding, I haven't seen them for like 5-10 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But they were there for that one day. Embrace it and take it in and create those lifetime memories. And when the photographers and videographers are pulling you away, do it, go, because those memories is what you have after the wedding, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. You guys play a very, very important role, and I would like to shout out Oleg and Rita for ours, and Lux Videography for what they did for us. They captured a lifetime memory that we watch these things all the time.
Yeah.
We're so pleased we did that. We paid for the services. Do you know what I mean? So they were pulling us out, come here, do this, do that. We did it all.
Yeah.
It paid off for us. Do you know what I mean?
It's all a part of the day, right?
100%, mate. It's all the experience. So don't take your foot off the gas on planning. Let the suppliers do your thing and take the day in, and just enjoy yourselves. That's literally it.
Mate, 3 great tips there.
Yeah,
that I
for
think
me.
People should take heed on and latch on to that as well.
Absolutely.
Hey, before we wrap up,
Yeah.
Who would you most like to see on the podcast in the future?
There is many suppliers I'd love to see on this, and you're gonna see me tagging you on loads of things. I'm gonna be pushing you because I just love promoting people and helping support good energy. But I must bring it to the family at this point. So I have my younger sister Rosie, who is a fantastic singer, and she's just transitioning to singing at weddings. She was really inspired because she sang at our wedding and she absolutely loved it. And I've been on to her for a while, like, yo, you'll be great at this. So she just started. She's got her page, and obviously I'll share it to you, and it'll be lovely to see her there, and it'll be good for you to also bring her through, man. Be a part of her.
Absolutely.
Her come up. She's fantastic, and obviously I love her to pieces. She's great. She's always been the singer when we made music. Rosie will be the vocals for us and everything like that.
A very talented musical family.
Yeah, it all comes from my dad.
Yeah,
my dad's the bassist. Yeah, he's still a real talented musician. So it all comes from him, and we obviously learned it all from church.
Yeah.
We go to church, and if you can play drums, there you go. Learn this before you know where you're playing. So we all play music in church. It comes from my dad. My mum sings as well. Yeah, the whole family really.
Yeah.
But yeah, my little sister, I think there's real room for her with what she does in the industry.
Yeah.
And I think it would be great.
Well, we'll liaise with you to get her on.
Absolutely.
We'll make sure we get her on the show.
Absolutely, 100%.
I mean, with your musical background, I'd love to hear some of her stuff. And
no, she'll come.
Hopefully, yeah.
If you ask her to sing on the spot, she's one of them who should do it. Honestly, there's I think she's got something special, and I'm pleased she's finally done it. She's been in an RM for a while. You know, life happens. She's a family woman as well. You know, is what it is. But now she's finally got a nice little balance. She's like, yep, I'm doing it.
Brilliant.
And she's doing it.
Well, mate, we'll definitely get her on the show. We'll make sure we do.
I appreciate that, my bro.
Brilliant. Mate, it's been absolutely awesome having you on the show.
Always.
Catching
always,
up
man. Always. Anytime.
Mate, before we go, where can people find you? Where can get you booked? Instagram, podcast? Where can people get hold of you? So
best way is obviously Instagram at the Boombox UK. We've also got a website, www.theboomboxuk.co.uk. And then, of course, from there, you've got all the emails and things like that. You can contact us by phone, but sometimes the phone is probably the worst one because everyone's always busy. But yeah, the Insta, the Facebook, and the website.
Brilliant.
Reach out to us. We're very
make sure we get
in as well.
You'll be tagged in everything that we put up, and yeah, people need to get you booked in for their wedding.
We'll get it done. I appreciate it,
Cannot
bro.
stress that enough.
Oh, man.
If you don't have Boombox, I'm not coming.
Hey, he's that deep. My guy. No, thank you, bro. No, honestly, it's been a pleasure.
Mate, it's been awesome.